Hello. So, quick vlog on NaNoWriMo and the secret book of the month of September. I finally finished it. So here is the not so fantabulous reveal of what book that was, and somebody already guessed in the comments, so if you guys saw that comment, that person was correct. It was Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. The reason why it took me so long to read this is not because it's a book of massive proportions, but because I already watched season 1 of the show and then decided that I was going to read the book shortly after it. So having watched the show and knowing everything that was going to happen in it was the worst idea I could have possibly ever made because yes, because I knew everything that was going to happen, and it was basically just like reading the show. So that was a mistake. Dog's getting comfortable. That was a mistake on my part to watch the series and then read the book. So this time around, I'm going to be reading the book and then watching season 2. I think I've already watched the 2 first episodes of season 2 because the cliffhanger that they left the season 1 on was too much and I had to read it, watch it, read it. I don't know. So here's the second book in the series, and it is A Clash of Kings, and I am going to start reading this probably in December, just throwing that out there. But yeah, so I've had this for like a month and a half now, just waiting patiently for me to finish the first one. I finished it. It's over with. I don't know how I'm going to do the review for this because much like the J.R.R. Tolkien books, they are very character heavy. They have so many things that happen in them that I'm not sure that I can fit that into a 15-minute or under review. I try always to keep my reviews at like 10 minutes and it never happens. So anyway, probably too long. We'll see how I work that out. NaNoWriMo. My progress is like, I spat on my lip and now it's still there. That's deliciously hot and schmexy, and I'm gonna, word count for NaNoWriMo, you can tell that I haven't had lunch yet, is currently 1,695 words. Yeah, it's kind of crap. And I've just realized that I'm not going to use this idea for my story anymore, which makes me technically at 0 words, because I'm going to take an idea that I've had before, and I think I've written like 2 pages of the story, of the excerpt. So I'm just going to take that story because I know the characters better, I know more what's going to happen, and this year for NaNoWriMo will just have to be kind of a test run for me to just see how I do with the whole thing. And I can do better next year with a new story, possibly the story that I originally had. It's probably still going to have a lot of the same aspects of it. I may just end up combining this story that I started writing and the story that I already had. We'll see how it goes, but basically I'm at word count 0, and it is now the 8th day of NaNoWriMo, so I am not doing good, guys, not doing good. However, I am going to be using the idea for my quiet story, which is the one that I originally was going to write for NaNoWriMo. I am actually going to be using it in my video game class. I have a 25-page paper due for a video game design document, and I'm going to use the idea for my video game design because it turns out it's perfect for a video game, and I don't know why I didn't think of it before. So that's what's going on. NaNoWriMo's crap and secret book of the month is now finally off my back, and it's just out in the open now, and next time I do that, it will be much, much better and much more interesting with the little annotations that I do, because this book was the worst book to start that out with. Anyway, this is already longer than I intended it to be, and I'm not editing it or anything, which is also why for you guys the books will be backwards and stuff because I can't flip it and yada yada yada. I'm gonna go and have some lunch and then go to class. So yes, hope you're doing better with NaNoWriMo than I am, and that's about it. So yes, I will have a book review shortly for you, hopefully, on The Time Traveler's Wife, which is what I'm currently reading, and falling in love with it all over again. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend you do. I already pretty much know what my rating is going to be for it, but I'm still going to do the review for you guys. Anyway, I'm going to go. So yes, you will hear from me shortly. Bye-bye.